Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7, this Let's Make video, and this is what we're making. We are making a super fun Valentine table decor piece or centerpiece, and it is using the Griffin Kirigami Heart dies. This is the project that I was mulling around in my brain when I was doing the Griffin Explosion box project share. This is the one I was thinking about. It came out a little bit different than what I was thinking. Originally, I was thinking of just a framed heart all the way around, but then it morphed into beads and wire and a different style base, and I think it came together pretty good. I think it's actually pretty fun and pretty nice, and it utilizes those Kirigami dies, those heart Kirigami dies that I really wanted to use, and I think it shows them off really well. I love the fact that the dies add a ton of depth and dimension and interesting effect to the piece without adding weight or bulk, and they just look beautiful and super fun there, with all their intricately cut details, and just really neat. Yeah, so this ended up being about a 14-inch high by about a 12-inch wide, and about 6 inches deep because the base is 6 by 6. The bottom base down here, the square, is about a 6 by 6 inch base, and I think it just turned out really cool. And it just uses up some paper flowers, some 16mm beads, some chipboard, a couple of styrofoam rounds, a little bit of boxwood garland, and is just super pretty. I also used some of the Anna Griffin Heart card bases for the paper that's inside the Kirigami. I used the heart bases because I could glue the two pieces together, and it would give them strength, along with the other two pieces of red cardstock that I used for the front and the back layers, and just really made them super strong and super sturdy to be able to be glued to that frame, and thought it came out really pretty. Yeah, other than that, it's just all stuff that was in my stash, between the flowers, the gem bling, the beads, and then the gem floral picks. These are wedding gem floral picks I got off of Amazon, and then just some little trim and ribbon and things. And I think it just came out really cool. I really like it. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and we should probably jump into getting this made. It's gonna be take a little bit of time. You might want to just maybe scroll through the tutorial to get some highlights to see if you even want to take it on. Some of the parts might be a little precarious in how it goes together, because I will admit I was originally just going to do a project share on it, and then thought John was saying, oh, you should do a tutorial, and I was like, well, some of it's a little precarious. He's like, you guys can handle it. So I said, okay, we'll give her a whirl. So maybe skim through it first, or hang out and craft while we put it together, and enjoy the time spent crafting with a buddy, and see if you want to make it at the end, and have some fun with me. So first thing is first, I'm gonna get this out of the way. I just had that back there. This is from my shop box. I really wanted to put it in my new shop box I got for Christmas, but it's too big because it's only a 12 by 12 shop box, and it's really cool, and I should do a video on that, but I'll probably forget. Anyhow, I wanted to do it in there because of the background. It's all the pens are really busy, so it's hard to like focus on the details of what the project is, and so I put that back there so you guys would have a better chance at actually seeing what it was we were making. But I'm actually going to push this aside so we can have some inspiration there, and as we get started. So like I said, this is the Anna Griffin Kirigami die set that we're using. This is it right here. It comes with a large one and a small one. They both have a base or layering die, and then they both have the intricate layering or inset Kirigami piece that makes it really cool. Here are your inspirations for the die set. These are really fun. All the Kirigami sets are actually really cool. So that's the inspirations for it. They're really pretty. The design team just knocks it out of the park with all this stuff. It's just so beautiful and very inspiring. And then obviously the directions at the bottom for how to use the dies in your Empress or Elite machine. So that's what we're actually going to be using. But first, let's get our base pieces started. You need a 4.8 by 3/4 inch, 2 pieces of styrofoam, floral foam. It's floral foam. I got this off of Amazon, and it comes in a pack of 2. If you buy it on Amazon, so you're going to need 2 of these. But actually, first we need to start with our chipboard. So you're going to need some chipboard. The base of it is 2 of these that are hot glued with the hole poked in the center. And the bottom square is a piece of 30 mil chipboard. I got this from scrapbook.com. 12 by 12 black chipboard. And what we're going to do with this is we are just going to cut it in 4 and get 4 6 by 6 pieces to start our base off. And all you're going to do with that is you're going to hot glue them together. It's really simple. Get your sturdy guillotine cutter out, or your sturdy cutter out. If you have the rotary cutter, you might use that. But you're just going to cut it 6 by 6. And this Tim Holtz trimmer does a pretty good job. And if yours ends up being a little bit rough cut, we're covering it up with trim anyway, so don't worry about it. And one more. And so we're going to use all 4 of these pieces for our base. So that starts it off. You need 4 of these for the bottom. It makes it a nice, thick, sturdy base piece. And then you're going to hot glue these and stack them on top. And then for the heart frame, to get our heart frame, what we're going to do is we're actually going to, I'm going to draw mine on my scan and cut. And so I'm going to grab out my scan and cut mat. We're going to pop it in our scan and cut. Because I'm using this thick chipboard, when I made that one, my scan and cut was having a cow. It didn't want to do it. It didn't want to play nicely. So I'm going to anticipate that today, that it will probably not want to play nicely. And so I'm just going to draw it. But you could, if your scan and cut wants to play nicely, or your Cricut, you can cut a heart. I did an 11 1/4 by 11. I did an 11 1/4 inch heart. And there's a design in the scan and cut. It has templates, and so I did that with a 9-inch heart on the inside to get a frame. And so I just had my scan and cut draw it out with a white gel pen, and then I just hand cut it out. I tried to, it was just not wanting to play at all. And I ruined a few pieces of chipboard trying to get it to work. And I don't know if it was the mat or what the deal was, but it was not having any of it. So I thought, well, let's quit monkeying around with that. So I'm just adhering the chipboard to my scan and cut mat. There's not really any tack left on this mat, but I don't mind it. So I just tape everything down with Spellbinders, what is this, low tack tape or best ever craft tape? I can't remember what it's called. I think it's best ever craft tape, the yellow tape. And so we're going to take this over to the scan and cut. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So we're basically just going to turn on the scan and cut. And I need to pop my pen in. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pop this out. So you just take the blade out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get your pen adapter. You're going to pop it in your, take out, if you have an embossing tool stored in it, I would take that out. And then pop it in your pen aligner holder. This little piece aligns up aftermarket pens that fit down in the Brother Scan and Cut. So I just have a white jelly roll pen, number 10 size. So you just hold the button on the top, pop it in, push it all the way down, and then it puts the perfect distance for where the pen placement is in the adapting holder. And then you're just going to pop this out. and you're going to place it right down in where the blade was. And then you're just going to press it all the way down and lock it into place. And now it is ready to draw. And so we can then go ahead and wait for it. Okay, you guys got to get in here. Pop some lights on. Push home. We get that all ready and prepped to go. And then we're just going to load the mat. Let's see. Yeah, see my corners are bent and stuff. I don't know. It like bent it yesterday when I was trying to get this to cut out. It was just super grouchy. So we're just going to get a heart pattern. So yeah, a pattern. That's what it's called. So this machine, this is the SDX 225, and it already has preloaded patterns or designs in it. So you're just going to scroll down after you hit shapes, and then pick a heart. And then you can resize it here. I'm going to go 11 1/4. So that way, and if you don't set it to independently, they'll adjust incrementally together, which I really like that. So height and width go at the same time. Okay, so then 11 1/4. And the reason I'm doing that is because I found that to be the biggest. And what I want to do now is make sure my heart is on my chipboard. So I'm going to scan it in. I'm going to push start. And then it's going to just read the information and then show me where my chipboard's at behind my heart to see if it's all, the heart's going to be totally on the chipboard cutting out. Not cutting, drawing. It'll all be drawn. There we go. And as you can tell, I actually need to move the heart down and over because it's not placed properly. And you're just going to use the arrows and move it onto the mat where you want it to go over your paper. And I'm just going till it looks like the red square of the heart is lined up in the middle of the chipboard layer, and I'm going to hit OK. And we're done. It looks awesome. I'm going to say OK. And then you're going to select what to do. And instead of cut, I'm going to say draw. And then I'm going to just say start. And it's going to take it in, and it's going to start drawing. And it says it's going to take about a minute for it to draw it out. And so as soon as, oh, look, see, it's drawing it. As soon as it's done drawing, I'll be right back. Okay, so it finished that heart, but I forgot I wanted to make it a frame. And so I needed to add another one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to edit. And we're going to go object edit. And we're going to go size. And we're going to shrink it down to 9 inches. And because we're shrinking it down from where it's at, it's going to stay where it's at. Oh, 9 inches. Whoops. Zip right past that one. And we're going to, so once I get to 9, we're going to say okay. And then okay, because we're done with that. And we're done editing it. And I want to scan it to see what it looks like in this heart that's already on the mat. And see if the placement's proper. And if it is, then we can have it do the second heart as well. Sometimes it's almost easier just to do one, size it down, do the other, because it basically lines it all up in the middle for you. And let's see. Do we like it? No, I think it needs to come down just a hair. Let's edit it. And let's go adjust it. The 4 arrows allows you to make adjustments of where you want the placement on it. And I think that actually looks really good there. And I'm going to say okay. And then I'm going to say okay because we're done editing it. And now I'm going to select draw. And because we already have the background, we know where it's at. And so we can just say start. And now that's going to draw it right in the center of this one, which will make it really cool for us to be able to cut the frame out. And I basically use my 10-hole scissors to cut it out. To cut out the outside heart, and then I cut it in half, and then that way it made it easier for cutting out the middle, because what we're going to do is we're going to put the 2 halves back to back and use them together. We're hot gluing our heart wire frame in the middle of it though, and making that nice and easy, and Yeah, see, we just have a little heart frame there, which is pretty cool. Although I'm thinking now I probably should have just left it for placement because it looks pretty thin now. I don't know why it doesn't look like the other one. Huh. Well, that's okay. We'll use it. So we're going to unload it and go back to the table. Hold on. Okay, so here we are with our heart. And if you like it, continue on. Yeah, so this is where you could just even draw a heart by hand and then cut one half of it out, flip it over so you can get a mirror image. So like do a heart, a frame, a heart and a heart like this, cut one half out. And if you wanted to make sure it was a perfect match like this one is, you could flip the half out that you like the best over and cut out another one. And then that way you'd have a symmetrical double heart frame. And so I'm just going to take my Tim Holtz scissors and I am going to cut out the outside one and then whack it in half and then cut out the middle, and I'll be right back. Okay, so as soon as you get the outside cut out like this, you're going to take it to your trimmer and you're just going to line it up in the middle here and you are going to choppy. And I think that looks about good. Don't worry if it's not perfect because this is just gonna get you to where you want to go. And for us it's a frame that's literally covered up in hearts and more flowers, or more hearts and flowers. So hang on one sec. Okay, so okay, we cut this in half and now we have to cut the middle out. And yeah, and don't worry about if it's not completely exact because this is just a ballpark jumping off point to get you where you want to go. Yeah, so it's going to be covered up by flowers and garland, boxwood garland and all that jazz. So I'm just going to cut this middle out, and you could use scissors, you could use your X-Acto knife, kind of whatever you want to do, whatever makes it easier for you. But the thing about it is I'm not going to force you to watch this process, this mundane little task, because it's probably not the most exciting. It's probably about as enticing as watching paint dry or grass grow. So with that, I will be right back with the other one. Woohoo! Halfway there. Wasn't so bad, right? This is what we're going to balance all things Valentine off of. Woo! I'll be back. Okay, here we are. My two half hearts. And they're not perfect. They're really not. They look really good though. I'm very happy with how they came out. But they're not perfect, and I'm not worried about that because we are definitely covering these up with flowers and beautiful Kirigami hearts. So now our next step is to start gluing them together. But before we can glue them together, we now have to form a wire heart. Now this is going to be a little bit interesting because I'm just going to pull out a bit of this wire, and I'm going to form a heart. This is that 0.8 millimeter jewelry wire is all this is. You can get this roll off of Amazon. I think it comes in a double roll. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom like this. I'm going to bend actually a little bit more than that down. I want about, I don't know, about 4 inches past the bottom of the heart is what I want to do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to form a heart down the middle of this heart that I created here because we're going to hot glue. We're going to hot glue this wire in between these two heart pieces. But I also need to form the other half of the heart as well. And so let's flip this back over to where it's open and together like a so. And let's form with the wire the other half so it's a continuous heart all the way around. And then we're going to go ahead and leave this one about 4 inches longer as well. But this one really isn't going to form until it gets tight with the beads on it. And so you're just going to follow around, kind of trying to form it and make it look cool. I know it doesn't look cool, but be sure to go a little ways past the bottom down there and use some wire cutters and cut the end off. I know it's not looking very cool, but don't worry. It will look better. This is just kind of a basic idea here. And so yeah. So we're just going to use this one. Yeah, so now what we want to do is I'm going to glue my two white sides together. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to tape this. I'm going to tape this side together. But I want to put a deeper V in, like so. And this was just kind of a sort of a molded piece. But I'm going to go about like yay with that. Like that. Keep the nicer one that's like molded a little bit better for that side, and then reshape this one as I go around this heart here. But I'm just going to use some tape, some regular old Scotch tape, and every now and again I'm just going to tape that wire down. I want to leave space for hot glue, and that is so that way the tape holds it right now, and the hot glue is going to basically be a permanent hold. And you really want to do much smaller pieces than I did there, but hey, it is what it is when you're doing a YouTube tutorial. And then wherever it's wanting to like shift out of place from where you want it to be, you want to put a tiny bit of tape there as well to hold it, just until you get the hot glue and the two pieces sandwiched together. Like so. Oh, that's hot. The hot glue is hot. Okay, ow. It totally dripped on my hand. Okay, and now we're just going to do a little bit more. We're almost there. I think I'm just going to put a little bit more. Oh, wow, and that came out a bit short. But that's okay at the bottom down there. We're just going to put a little bit down here. And don't worry about if it goes over a tad. It's okay, because that's going to be covered up for sure. For the most part, it'll be covered up. Okay, and so what you want to do now is you want to go ahead and you want to take your other half and you're going to put hot glue now all around the heart for it to hold the pieces. The wire in the center, and then so put hot glue all on top of the wire as well as on the edge of the heart. And if it oozes out just when you're putting the two pieces together, oh, whoops. If it oozes out, just put, just wipe it off. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. It looks like a hot mess, but everything's going to be just fine. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Be happy now. Okay, line it all up and press it down. And everything is nice and happy. Don't worry. It's all going to be fine. And then just wipe the excess off. And get the rest off your table so you don't drag your project through it. And now we can examine the other side. Oh, it'll be fine. Don't worry. That'll be fine. And we can always put a flower on that, right? When in doubt, put a flower on it. Or we'll wrap the garland there. You could put a decoration on it. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Okay, and I think that is looking pretty good. So cleaned it up a bit. So it looks amazing. Like, that looks pretty good to me. And then we're going this way, right? And then what you want to do is, let's see, this. Now we want to form this a little bit better. So we have a better idea of where we're going with it now. That we have the first half all. Now that we have the first half all secure into the chipboard, we can now figure out what we want this other side of the heart to look like. And hopefully we can adjust it to be about the same. So what we're going to take now is we're going to take our beads. And I got these 16 millimeter red and white beads off of Amazon. 16 millimeter, and they have a 6 millimeter hole in them. And all I did was I took these and I alternated them onto just thread them onto the wire. Oh wait, I need some of these as well. I just take them and thread them onto the wire, alternating. Is all, but don't drop them because saved it. Don't drop them because I did on that one. Oh my, that one was so precarious. Beads went everywhere, and it was like then I had to rethread them all, and yeah, it was quite a mess. I even dropped the glitter as well. It was one of those. I think that's why I didn't really want to do a project tutorial on it, because it was like, I had like all these issues between the scan and cut not wanting to work, dropping the beads, and then glitter all over the craft room. It was just like, I can be done now. Good thing it's the next day. I have a little more momentum and hope. What a lovely thing is hope. Hope is. Okay, but you guys don't actually need to see me thread every single one of these, so I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is. This is what it looks like, and this is what makes it look more like a heart. Now, if you wanted to, you could technically double up the wire and twist another piece of wire around this thin. Use thicker wire if you have it. This is all I had in my stash. And I basically made it work, but it would do much better and be easier if it was thicker wire, just so you know. But I'm just going to make it with this, and rather than make it even more involved, I'm just going to leave it like this. And then look at how much nicer. And the cool thing is the beads allow you to even be able to mold it after we get it onto the base. So we're going to be done with this portion for just a minute. We're going to come back to these two sets of pieces, and what we need to do now is we need to glue all these pieces together. So we're just going to take and literally pop glue on the 6-inch pieces. Wait. And on the 6-inch pieces, and we're just literally going to glue these together like so. It's like that easy. I know it's smoking. My glue gun is really hot, which is awesome for projects like this and others, because it really holds things together. So yeah, so just hot gluing these together, and I'm just gonna keep doing that for all of these pieces. As I get that done, I'll be right back. Okay, so when you're done, it should look like 4 pieces stuck together, and that's the base. The square base portion of it. And so now these pieces here, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and weld these together with glue as well. And then, well, you could do it one of 2 ways. You could either pop a hole in the center now, and you need it kind of an oblong hole to be able to put these pieces down into, or and I think I'm just going to eyeball mine. Like so. So I'm just going to do mine just like that. And then I'm going to line these up, and I'm going to go through the bottom piece. Too. I did it one at a time because it seemed like it was just going to make it easier. And I'm going to do it like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue these 2 together. And then we're going to affix our heart portion to this. So you're going to want to line these back up. The little hole to the hole to the hole. However you want that to be on there. Make sure they're centered all up. Let those adhere for just a second. And now what we're going to do is we're going to, we're not attaching this just yet, but we are going to practice looking and seeing what we want to see where. And then this is where it gets a little precarious because, oh, and this is where you do not want to drop the beads. So this was kind of where I was a little on the, how easy is this tutorial going to be for everybody? And what made me a little bit apprehensive about doing it was this, oh, sorry, you guys aren't even in frame. Was this part right here, because of how you have to do it. You're basically popping this down into the base like this and moving this over, but you also have to adjust this piece here, which I think actually this piece is too big, so then I have to adjust for how many beads I have on my base. I think that's too many. I think I need it to be just a hair smaller. So if I take off about 4 beads or 4 or 5, maybe I only needed to take off 2. But you're just finagling it here, trying to figure out what the best. See, now it looks like it needs more because it looks like it has to go up a little bit. So maybe I took off just 1 too many. Maybe it just needs just a touch more. It's going to be there. So I'm just literally, so the tension on the wire is actually what is going to hold this side of the heart up. And you just need to finagle it around to see where it's going to look the nicest. Like so. And so this is the precarious part. When I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this tutorial. And I think this is actually looking pretty good right here. So I think I'm going to keep it at that. So I took 2 beads off for this. And now what I need to do is I need to actually take this back out. I know, and I just got it where I want it. But we actually have to add glue to the hole. This is where it gets precarious. So bend that part up. Take this out. Put hot glue in the hole. Where are you guys? Oh gosh. I hope this is showing enough. I know it's big and out of the frame, but what I'm going to do is fill the hole with glue. Push this down into the hole. I'm hoping it's going to go down into the hole. Ow. Be careful. It's going to be hot because it's going to have glue on it. Then grab this, and you have to do it kind of simultaneous-ish. And poke it down into the hot glue. Because if you don't get this down in there, it'll be really hard to get it poked through. Because of the hot glue. Oh man. Oh man. Doesn't mean you can't. It just makes it harder. But let me get that glue off really quick because it's making it precarious because I took too long. I took too long. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got it. Okay, so now, so don't take too long. You have to go pretty quick. Okay, so once you get it through, you're going to pull tight. And now you're going to pull the bejesus out of it. Reshape it. And even then, you can reshape it after, but you're pulling this all in nice and tight. You're getting that all in there, right? You're getting it all in there. And then once you get it in there, this is where you're going to go ahead and you're going to flip it over. And you're going to put hot glue on the bottom of this. And then you want to center it up on your 6-inch base. And put a lot of glue. Especially on the wires. And this is why you definitely want to have some at the ready. Because it's going to be trying to jump ship here. But don't worry, because even if it does jump ship a little, you can put flowers on it. Right? Just put a flower on it. Okay, now put this up and center it. And you'll be able to shimmy. If you got a hot enough glue gun, you'll be able to shimmy it. Look at it. Make sure it's good to go. And straight where you want it. And then this is where you're molding it all. And I should have pulled it tight. I should have pulled it tight again. And I didn't. You want to take pliers and pull it tight again before you commit to it. But hey, it is what it is for me. When you guys do it, you'll definitely want to. And that's why I was thinking 2 wires, if this wire was doubled up, would be even nicer. The other thing too, though, is we're putting flowers on it. So, okay, there we go. I think that's pretty good. We're putting flowers on it as well, so that'll help all of it stay up too. So even then, I think actually I can even go down with this just a tad. So I'm just manipulating it in the styrofoam where I want to see it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue it in like this. We're going to commit to this, and we're just going to pipe hot glue all around it, even on the back side. And while I'm holding it, while I'm even holding it, we're going to pipe hot glue and make sure everybody is happy. And then we're just going to sit here with it until it's all nice and cold. Until it's cold. Okay, and I think that is looking pretty good. Yep, and that's it. This is the only precarious part that you're having to like make sure it's all in the nice shape. It's all sitting up good. It looks good. And to me, this looks pretty good. So I'm just going to hold it here, let it cool, and I'll be right back. Okay, there it is. It's about cooled. It's almost all the way down there, but this is what it looks like, and that is the amount of precariousness that there is with this project. It was literally getting each side through the styrofoam with it all glued together, and getting it into that heart shape. So you can do it with just one strand of wire. I'm thinking whether you have a long enough chenille stick, or they're chenille sticks, or they're they're not ball brush, they're pipe cleaners. Or pipe cleaners, because they might be a little bit thicker. I don't know. Or a double twisted piece of wire to make it a little bit more stouter. Something like that. But that's pretty much it for the precarious part. So now what you want to do is you want to take your lace trim, and you just want to do the edge to cover up the edge of the base here. I want to do mine on the back, so I need to pick the front now. I think I like this as the front, so I'm going to start back here. And especially because it's kind of leaning back towards me on this side, which I don't mind that. That's fine to me. But what I do want to do is I actually want to kind of measure this out 4 times. 1, and then cut it off. 2, 3, and then 4, and a little bit larger just so I have room to maneuver around the corners. And we're going to glue that. This is a little 5/8 inch ruffle trim that has a bit of an edge. It's stretchy too, which is fun. You can use it on other types of things. But this makes it to where it has like a nice edge that I can glue on the edge of the base and make that look really nice. So we're just going to start in the center of the base, and start going all the way around and hot gluing this down. Yeah, start hot gluing, and yeah, just putting that dark edge, the dark piece, that edge there on the edge of the base, hot gluing that down, and then just gonna go all the way around. Not too much, because I don't do this all the time, so I want to take it in easy sections, and then also not wanting to stretch it either, that it just stays nice in its form. I want to retain its shape, so we're going to try not to stretch it. But the nice thing about it having stretch, if I do need a little bit more play in it, I can stretch it to make it fit where I need it to, which is pretty good as well. And see, like that. and just putting that right on the edge of it. And I'm not even worrying about the glue oozing out because you can cover it. Whatever you don't like, put a flower on it. That's the easiest way to go tackle that situation. Put a flower on it. Put a decoration on it. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And yeah, it might feel like this has a lot of like movement and stuff, which it does, but it actually is fine. And once you get it sitting where it's going to be forever, until you're done with it, it will hold up just fine. And you have to remember, it's paper. It's a temporary decoration. It's not an heirloom. We're doing it for fun, right? And not to keep forever and ever. It's only paper. It's only paper and it's just for fun. So we just have to remember to keep that in mind. And almost there. Easy peasy. See, nothing to it but to do it, guys. Super, super simple. So bust out your paper crafts and turn them into home decor. It's really fun. Makes you smile, makes other people smile. And it's very, very simple to do, right? We got this, huh? Maybe not those scissors. There we go. That looks good. Good, good, good. We are super stoked. Now, once you get that done, save this little piece, though, because you can use this on all kinds of stuff. Little gift tags or any type of ephemera embellishment. It would be really fun. So after this is where you take your mini boxwood garland or pine wire ties as a substitute. And you just start, you get some of this with some wire snips, and you're just gonna you're gonna make your own floral staples. Is basically, you need about 1.5 inch pieces. It doesn't matter, they don't have to be perfect or exact. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna start stapling it on, faux stapling it on with your and get a little finger pusher. Get one of your little finger pushers. It makes it easier. It did yesterday when I did this. It wasn't this rascally. I hit a speed bump there, I think. And if you're worried about it sticking, you could just dabble a bit of glue there as well, because you're gonna wrap this around and then go back over that same spot. And you're just going to wrap it. And if you feel like it needs to be pushed in or secured somewhere, you're just going to make another, oh, that's a little bit large. You're just going to make another flower staple, and you're just going to push it into this styrofoam. So let's go ahead and secure this here, like so. See, that's how easy it was yesterday. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. You're just going to keep going around and around. And then what I'm going to do down here, this one is a tiny bit small. So maybe I'll just use this one over here to hold this one, this little section down right here. And all your goal is to cover up the white. Oh, you know what it is? I must be pushing into the chipboard is what it is. So then you're just going to, your goal is to push it all into, or to cover up all the white. There, even the bigger ones you can get on there. And so then after you get that, you're just going to go right over the top of the next. You're just going to keep wrapping it around until you cover up all the white. And then even on the top, that's what you're going to do as well. And then wherever you feel like it needs a little bit more secured on this, you're just going to pop a little fake floral staple in. You have to miss the garland though, because otherwise it doesn't like to push into the styrofoam. But it'll do it for the most part. And then you can fluff it up too, which makes it, hope it be, cover up all the white. And then this is just a piece. So I'm not sure what is going on with all of this madness. I think this was a mismade piece is what it is. Okay, well, I'll get this sorted out maybe. And yeah, I'll get this sorted out, I guess. and attached to my little base here. And it's nice, happy accident, because a little happy accident makes it fuller. So I guess I can't be mad at that, right? There we go. Yeah, see, it just makes it a bit fuller. And then you could tame it with another one of these. Little fake floral staples. Oh, like so. Alright, that's pretty good. Wrap that around, get it in there. Help it behave there. And we could put another one there if we want. And but yeah, you don't need to watch all of this, so I'll continue to wrap and cover up my little base situation here. And oh, whoops. Whoops, my little floral staple was going all wild. Getting a mind of its own. There we go, right? It's looking pretty good. And then you can even fluff it up, like I said. You can fluff it up as you're going around or after you're all done. I just scruff it all up as I'm when I finish. I don't really pay too much attention. You can also add pieces in here and there if you just got a little section of white too. So like that. But let me finish this up and I'll be right back. Okay, and then once you get it where you want it on the bottom portion, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around now, around the chipboard base of the heart is what we're going to do. But we're going to go ahead and start it down here though. And I've got a little faux floral staple there just to kind of hold the bottom of it. And we're going to go ahead and feed this and wrap it around. And then I'm going to go ahead and pinch it kind of around where I want to see it at. And you don't need a lot. It's definitely just an accent piece. It's not made for structure or anything like that. Just definitely for a decoration for sure. That's our goal, is just decoration. And I think because this is so darn wily, I'm just going to nip off a piece of it and go about my wrapping business here. And see where it will want to go ahead and end up. I'm trying not to be too rough with it because it's just chipboard and it's only glued at the base there. So just definitely trying to give myself a little bit of room and whatnot to get this wrapped around and looking good. And so then wherever it is that you want to see this end up at, I'm just pinching mine where I want it to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and go about an inch above and then wrap this around like so. And that should hold it enough at the top there. And I think that'll be just fine. And then this last little bit here, I don't have to waste it. Technically what I could do is I could use it on the bottom down here. Maybe making a bit of a I don't know, filling in down here. Maybe we could just fill in down here with it a little bit more, like so. And if I'm worried about it, what I'll do is I'll put a little floral staple in it, and that'll be that. That'll train it. And I think this is going to be nice. But the other thing too is I should look at is the back as well, to see if that's how I like it. If I'm going to be okay with that too, because I do like the backs to look nice also. Just in case I end up moving it. I don't like, where it's sitting next to the TV or whatever the case may be. I want to be able to use it in multiple places. So I will go ahead and make sure that this is looking nice. And actually, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to start with our Kirigami hearts. And, oh, and I got to get another hot glue. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to start with our Kirigami hearts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose bases, the card bases now, out of the Anna Griffin heart-shaped card and envelopes. Yeah, this tutorial is going to be really long. Sorry, because we still have to put the Kirigami hearts together, the shaker heart, and put flowers on it. Maybe pause and get a beverage. I hope I said that at the beginning. Oh, my. And on mine, I used this one, this one, and this one, and this one right here. I thought those were really pretty. I think, though, that I would like to go ahead and maybe do 2 of this one. I think I want to do... I really love how this paper looks on the inside of it. I really love how this one looks. I'm definitely doing that for the big one. But, or maybe I could do this one on the top. That isn't the dark paper. Maybe I'll do this one for the top and the bottom, and I'll do this one for the middle. So let's do those. Oh, but then that doesn't give me that one, which I love that pattern. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll swap them. So we'll swap them. We're going to do this for the top part, that for the middle, and this for the bottom. And then this one is also going to be my shaker window as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So the floral pattern gets the big layering die. So we're going to do this one out of the middle of this. We're going to just do the layering of the Kirigami. We're going to do that out of this one. We're going to do this one and on both the front and the back because we're gluing the 2 pieces together. So we're just going to cut it right through there, just like these pieces are. So we're going to do that on this one and this one. So top and the bottom small heart. And then what we're going to do is on this one, we are going to also cut out the big one as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna line these 2 up on this card and cut out both of them at the same time. So that way that gives me my shaker window. This will make my shaker window as well. So like this, singularly the big one on this one and singularly the small one on this one. And then I'm also gonna do 3, or I'm gonna do 2 pieces of acetate out of this. I'm also going to do 2 red, a red one with this one, and then 2 small red ones with this one, and then do 1 red Kirigami top and 2 red Kirigamis for the top and the bottom hearts. I'm going to get all that die cut. I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. So as soon as we get that done, you get them all cut out, we get to assemble them. So you're going to take your 2 large ones and you're going to glue them together. And I would suggest, well, these are going to be both in the center, so you just glue these one right to the other. I forgot to tell you, I think you also need 2 large acetate hearts cut out for your shaker window. So I went ahead and did that as well. And so, yeah, so now I'm just going to glue all these together. So I have a red one for the back, the 2 card pieces for the middle, and then the Kirigami section for the top. And I'm just literally gluing all those pieces together. Because they basically just get hot glued onto the card base after that. And then we add the other pieces to it. Other than the embellishments. So then this one gets the large Kirigami on the front. So we're just, when you do these Kirigamis, you literally just do the outside. And I'm just using art glitter glue for this because it's paper. It'll adhere pretty quickly with the art glitter glue. You do want to pop out the Kirigami portion because if you don't, sometimes it makes it a little bit wily trying to kirigami the pieces out to where they have depth and nice dimension on them. I like mine pulled all the way out, so that way you just see the fun kirigami effect of the die. But you can even do, like, with when we do this here, you could even get it pulled out if you forget. You can pop a little wire in the center and get it pulled out too that way as well. Yeah, see, I should have done it, and I didn't do it, and here I am, preaching it but not drinking my Kool-Aid. Darn it all. Maybe I can get my finger wild up in there and pull it out. So maybe we get that piece like kirigami. Look at that, how fun. Oh my good night. That is pretty cool. I love this so much. Look how pretty that is. And then with that decorative paper back there, right? So then take your red one for the back. And this will just make it nice and clean and really pretty and fun. And super sturdy too. The 4 layers of cardstock is really sturdy. Makes it nice and sturdy. So I'm still going to press these all together like so. And hopefully my little kirigami portion will pop back out, which I think it will. It looked like it was going to. And I know these are not perfect. It's because I'm in a hurry, but I'm not really worried about that because we're going to have beautiful flowers all around them and stuff. It's going to be really lovely. But I do want this piece to come out because that's what gives it depth. Okay, so we'll do that. And then also make sure your hot glue gun is still on, or get a fresh battery because they occasionally have a tendency to die, especially if you're right in the middle of a project. So yeah, that's heating up. And so then what we're going to do is this double piece here is for the shaker heart that's going to hang in the center. So now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and glue all these together, and then I'll be right back. And be sure to punch these out. Be sure to get these all popped out like so. And look how fun that is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that is a hoot. And look at that. That is really fun. Okay, so let me get these glued together. I'll be right back. Okay, here it is. They're all together. Look at them. They're super, super cute. Looking pretty fabulous. Yeah, I'm going to swap this one, and I'm going to actually put it up here. And yeah, this one in the center. This one down on the bottom like so, yeah. And then, yeah, so this needs to go up a bit. And I think this needs to go up and around a tad as well. We'll get her, though, as we get going here. Oh, you guys can't even see. So let's see. Let's get you in the photo here. So what we're going to do, though, is we need a gem. This is a wedding pick, a gem wedding pick that I got off of Amazon. So I'm just going to cut the end of the little wire tie off. Discard that. Bend this over like so. Pop a tiny bit of glue on the back side. And then pop this in the center of my large Kirigami Heart, like so. And I like it protruded out already, so that way it wants to glue in the center. And then we'll just let that, oh my gosh, right? Isn't that going to be a hoot? We'll let that just sit there like so. Won't touch it. Take another one, and then we're just going to cut a couple little sprigs off of it for the center of the small ones. I think I like these two. So the red one, the very bottom one, we're going to do just a double one on. Pop a little glue on that guy. The red one on that red and pink one. Oh, tricky darn. Okay. Pop that in like that. Look at how cute is that. Oh my goodness, it's so cute and tidy. That is adorable. And then this one's going to go there. So let's pop a little glue on that guy. Yeah, it doesn't need a lot to get it to stick, seriously. Especially because there's that little end piece. And then look at how adorable. Isn't that just so cute? And now we just need some little flowers. And I'm going to use these tiny little glittery ones. These are Little Birdie, but I have an entire conglomeration of flowers from Prima, Little Birdie, clearance rack ones, um, that I got everywhere. So I'm just mixing and matching as I go, um, cutting off the little stems, popping them just a tiny bit of glue in the center, right on the middle of the hearts, like that. Just like that. And then as soon as that dries, we'll be able to like pull it out a bit more. Um, Cutting off the little bit. Yeah, just like the gems, you don't need too much. But yeah, adhering that right in the center like that, like so cute. It's nice they're pulled out because that'll help. That helps it to where it doesn't glue it down to the piece on the middle. And then for this one here, we're going to do a little bit bigger of a flower. So I just got all kinds of different sizes of flowers. These happen to all be a Little Birdie, but some of the ones that are mixed in are just conjumbled. They just happen to be in the box from other projects I was doing. And I want to match that set over there. So I'm actually going to adhere that one there, like right. Isn't that so pretty? For the center of that one. Wait for it. And then we're just going to pop that on like that. And then as soon as it dries, I will clean that up a bit because I noticed it's a little schmutzy. But like that is looking super pretty, right? Okay, so we're going to do like that. And so now, so the bottom one here, yeah. See, you can just use the little flower to pull it out, right? And so this one is going to go there. So all I did was, you're just going to put a bead right down the center. And then you're just going to attach it in whatever angle that you want to see it in. And I liked mine following the shape of the heart. And so I'm going to keep doing that. Like so. And then also pull it out so there's dimension on the little kirigami. Like that. But here, you guys can't see. You won't be able to see it all. Okay, so then this one is going to go like so. And, but we're going to get that up a little bit like that. And this is just going to stick on here like that. And don't worry if the top portion doesn't glue. It's okay. It's definitely okay. I was kind of hoping that we could get it to, go around like that. So this would magically work like that. But I think we'll just figure it out. So down the center we go. Not too much though, because we don't know where we're going to end up. And then just adhere wherever and then hold it while it's adhering. Is what we're going to do there. And I'm just following the direction. And then this one will go around up like that. Oh, and you can see the pink better. Oh, that is great. So yeah, then I'll probably go just like that. Oh, I forgot oh shoot. We're supposed to put gems on these. Oh, perfect, Nugan. Well, it is what it is. I'll have to see what I can do. Man, I forgot. Well, let's see what we can do. Darn it, I forgot the gems. And the gems are so pretty on it. Oh, you guys, don't forget your gems. Don't forget your gems. So these are the big gems from Walmart. So basically, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these on and then go around it with art glitter glue after I get them stuck down. And just fake it. I'm just going to fake it. So I'm just going to go around like so. Let's see. I think that one will probably take a couple more. So as I get, yeah, I'm just going to do that. And then as I get them glued down, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around with some art glitter glue. And then just everywhere in the middle, pop a dollop of art glitter glue. And that, it's just going to help. This will dry clear. I know it looks crappy right now, but this will help these to stay adhered to the cardstock, because that adhesive, it really isn't good for anything on the back of these gems. They weren't made for this type of deal. So I'm gonna go around and do that on both of them. But this is the larger one, and I've got smaller ones for the little hearts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them on here, hot glue them, put them on here, art glitter glue them too, and then hot glue this one, and then go around that one as well. And as soon as I get that done, I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. We're getting it. So yeah, I just put a bead of glue around and then put my gems on top. The same with this one, so it didn't look jinky like this did after I already put the gems on. Yeah, I forgot I could do that, but that's okay. This one will dry and it'll be clear and you won't even be able to see the glue. So that's awesome. So now what we get to do now is start popping all the flowers on. So this basically... I'm just going to, I like some roses like I have on that one. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is, I think I'm going to end up cutting, I have these clusters that I'm going to end up cutting these apart and seeing what I can get where. And sometimes you have to do that, like when you're trying to match and maybe you don't have enough in your stash, but you also don't necessarily have enough time to make them. Oh, sorry, guys. Like, if you don't have enough time to make them, you might end up just seeing what else you could ad-lib in your stash. And maybe cutting apart like you do ephemera pieces might be the thing. Because sometimes that works. But I think I'm going to do this off camera so you don't have to see me manipulate and almost ruin these in order to get them to work, right? That might not be so comforting. Trying to see where that one ended up. I think that one's going to live with that one. And, yeah, I think I'm going to end up just cutting these like this. And that's going to be the odd man out there. But I was hoping these white roses, if I could get them apart, would work pretty good. And I think, even though that's a little bit manipulated, I think I could get that to work. You know, like maybe this will have a little bit of ribbon in it, but I think that'll still look really beautiful. And if I actually cut this off, take that piece off as well, and then pop this in the back like that, might work the nicest, like so. So I'm just gonna be fiddling around, seeing what I can get to work for composition. Oops. For composition and whatnot, and for this project. And then as soon as I get the flowers put on, I'll be right back, because I don't think you guys are gonna want to fiddle around watching me put flowers on, because this could be a little while. And yeah, so I'm just basically gonna go and try to mimic that one, honestly. So like these are here, so I'll just pop a little hot glue like so. It looks like I've got another one of these over here on this corner, so we'll just do that. I'm probably gonna I should have tried to take the Spanish moss off first, but that's okay. And then it looks like I also have a little of this stuff over there as well. So I'll probably do something like that, and basically just pop some hot glue here. So that way you don't see the hot glue mess, you know. And so then I need something there. So could I... Yeah, oh yeah, and I've got these as well. So I've got all these different flowers. I've got more, but this is what I was hoping to ad-lib with. So, and I think this is actually working out really smashingly with being able to just go with the flow on this little guy. And I think I can maybe possibly put something here, put that there. That looks pretty good. And I'm okay with what that looks like. And then we can we could pop a couple of these other smaller little flowers in the different little areas. Like this. You just kind of fill in, you just kind of feel for it, like where does it need something for balance wise and whatnot. Oh, and I need one more up there. So this one was working pretty good for, let's clean it up a little though, because that looks a little janky. Like that looks more like a little, like a flower cluster there. I don't know about these little ribbons. I think I'm going to cut those off because they don't look like they belong. Like that. Like that. And then let's see, those go. So maybe I could actually do a third one here. And that gets me 3 there. Oh, can you see? Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, that was rude. Nothing. You couldn't see nothing. Okay, so that goes there. So then I just need to add a few little flowers around. So I've got this one. These little tiny red ones as well. And we'll just pop these in here and there. Let's see, one more there. I need maybe like this little tiny guy. Let's see, maybe up here. And they don't all have to be the same. They don't all have to be the same. See, and that brings sparkle up there as well. I probably need one there. Let's see, do I have any of the other? No, I don't. Maybe we add one here. Oh yeah, that works. There. Maybe there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then I'll wrap that ribbon around right there. And I think that'll look really cool. And let's see. That's there. I need a white little rose there. Because we wanted it to match a tad. So, let's see. I've got this flower I could pop up there. And maybe to help balance. I definitely don't like my choices of flowers as much as I did on that one. I think it's much nicer. But this is actually looking pretty good. I'm actually, and then this, I just keep manipulating this as I'm doing it with like the weight as it changes. Sometimes you do have to shift it a bit. And so, yeah, I think, so I need a white one there, there, and there. And I think that we'll get done with these. And yeah, and then we'll just kind of ad-lib. So I'm just going to break these apart like this, like I did on the last one, and see what I can get. So let me go ahead and do this, and I'll be right back as soon as I get it all done. Hang on. Okay, so there it is. So you could technically leave it just like this, if you wanted to, or you could hang the shaker heart in the center of it, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop this, pop a shaker in the center like this and hang it from the middle, and so it'll match that side over there, and I think that's gonna look really, really cool. So that's what it looks like with all the flowers attached to it. So let me put this together, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and put score tape on the one side of the acetate. Actually, let's just do it really quick together here. Oh my, this video is so long. Sorry, guys. So just literally adhering score tape all around the edge here, so that way the glitter can't escape from the shaker element of it. And then this one had a great big gash at the on the back of it. Like there's a big, but we're gonna cover that with glitter. So I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm just going to take these halfway off like that. Take this one halfway off. And then put the 2 acetate pieces together. Like that. And that's just score tape. And you just want to make sure you get it all squished down so there's no gaps in the score tape. So then put these 2 together. Like after you get it all cleaned off. Like get your schmutz cleaned off. Like don't be lazy. Get it cleaned off. You'll be very happy for it. And then just get it all lined up. But be careful because this score tape will want to stick. Okay, and so once you get it all lined up, press it down. Like this. And then you're going to open it up like an envelope and pour your glitter in. And I'm going to use, where's it at here? I have Art Glitter. Art Glitter Glue makes glitter. And this is the Gala Glitz Gold. You can buy it in bulk refills. I think that's all they had of this one. I don't think I could get it any other way. But we're going to take that after I get all the puppy fur off of it. And we're going to open this up. Try not to spill it. And we are going to pour some down in the center here. Like this. Maybe not that much. That's probably a bit. That's a loaded pocket. Yeah. We should get this closed up. That's a little much, I'd say. You don't need quite that much. That's very bulky. Oh boy. Maybe that much. I think. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, don't. Okay. Let's just yank this score tape. And just pull the backer off the score tape and off this mess and get it done. And now I'm just gonna line these up. And oh boy. Make sure to line yours up better than this because this is jinky. This is silly. Okay. And the reason is you'll end up with the gap if you're not careful and you do not want a gap. You'll end up with glitter everywhere. Okay, and now you can like even it out. Pressing that all the way around. And then what you're going to do is like, right? Oh my gosh, isn't that fun? And so now what you want to do, oh, I did pour it all over the table. Oh well. Okay, so now you want to just pop your hearts on the front. See, that's just too much. Look at that. It's bulging out. Oh my heavens. Look what I did. I think I better cut this. I think I better remake this heart. Yeah, because you're going to get glitter all over the score tape. I don't think I could do anything else with that. Could I go on this side? What if will it look better? Oh, that does look pretty good. We might be able to salvage that. What if we just go this side of it? Oh, but see, because I got it on there. Hold on, let me remake this. Hold on. Okay, this is better. So I just literally poured half of this one. I just cut the side off and poured half of it into this one. And that is a much better amount to have. And then I'll just have to remember. And so then all I'm going to do is put score tape there again on the outside edge of the heart on the front and the back. And that is so I can adhere the front and the back pieces to it. Oh, but I have to put a piece of, hold on, we got to put a piece of ribbon in it. Actually, yeah, we have to put a piece of ribbon on the back. Let's see, actually, how do we want to do that? Let's see. We're going to hang it from the back so we can put the front on. Let's pop the front on. But we have to put a ribbon hanger on the back. So let's line this all up with the front. A piece like this. Oh, much better. That lies so much nicer. That is so much nicer. Yeah, that's... Oh, and that's nice. That's lovely. Okay, but let's put we got to do a ribbon. But we also have to hang it. So, here, you guys got to get back in here on the big one. Yeah, right here. Because we have to measure. Like, we have to see how much ribbon we actually want. That we're going to need. And we have to finagle it down into here. So, I'm thinking we're going to want about like that. So you guys are going to have to measure too. When you go to do yours, because the thing is you want it to be cut off straight so it's not poking past the window, right? And then you have to adhere it and then adhere the other one on the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like that. And we're first going to do this here. Oh, no, but it's got to be above the window, right? You don't want it in the window. And then you're going to go ahead and put adhesive all the way around. So all you have to do once you get it hung, all you have to do is attach the backer on. Because you have to hang it first. You can't drape it over. You have to glue the backer. And so you have to have all this done first. And this isn't as critical as the this one isn't as critical as the shaker bits, because the shaker bits you definitely don't want to escape. That would be no bueno. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to go ahead and peel the backer off so it's all nice and ready to go. And we're going to pop this on here. And then we're going to see where we want this to actually end up at. And then what we're going to do is turn it around and then eyeball it on the back. Oh, but if you do like that, you're going to have to trim it. Shoot. Maybe, what if we do something like this? Yeah, that'll work. So it's up like that. I think we could get behind that, right? And then we'll just pop a little more score tape there. You definitely want to make sure before you commit that it's all nice and hanging straight on here. I wish I wouldn't have put that center flower. I wish I would have. Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have put that center flower on. Maybe I could do something with that. And that will hang it straight. Hold on. Let's look at the front. Let's look at the front before we commit. I wish this wouldn't be on. Oh. Ask and you shall receive. What? Okay, there we go. That's... Oh, and we forgot to adhere the other piece. Oh my, I'm forgetting all kinds of things because this goes at the bottom of it. Oh my heavens. It's because John's waiting on me and I'm like, hurry. Okay, well, Eamon, we didn't get the glue on there. So let's pop, let's pop a few of these on there. It can't be too long though. And this should help it hang straight. So I'm just going to do about like yay. Put a little bit of score tape on this. I'll just wrap it around, right? We'll win that one. And then we'll go right like so. All right, take your time with yours. Don't be in a giant gargantuan rush like me. And these are a little bit longish. So alter where necessary. Okay, we just need fun. That's it. See, look how pretty that is. That is really pretty. And then we can adhere the other one. We can adhere the last flower there. But now let's make the back look pretty, right? Let's make the back look pretty. And we'll pop the back one on. Like that. Okay, now we are golden. There we go. All right, and we got our little bead dangle down there. We're loving that. Okay, and then all we have to do now is put that last flower back on. And oh my gosh, I think that is so cute. So where's our flower? our little flower investment. We're going to pop that back on there. And boom, we're done. Isn't that great? What do you guys think? That's pretty fun, right? That is pretty fun, I'd say. Right? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. What do you guys think of that? I think that looks pretty good, right? That is pretty fun. And then, boom, there's your beautiful table centerpiece. What do you guys think of that? And we got almost 2 matching ones there, right? That is pretty cool. Hold on, let me get the deal. This here, so you can see, you don't have to see all those janky pins back there, and you can actually see the detail of it all. And I think that looks pretty good, right? Here, what do you guys think, right? That looks pretty good. That's the one we made right there. I think that is so pretty, right? What do you guys think of that? Pretty nice. I think we did it. Woohoo, high five. And it wasn't too bad, right? That wasn't too bad at all. But yeah, so that's the one, that's the original. And then that's the one we made. And I think it came out pretty good. So there it is there. This is long enough. Thanks so much for hanging out. And until next time, happy crafting. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Okay, bye-bye.